Hi guys, it's Lynn here and welcome to our end of May cacti and succulent plant polytunnel collection. And this is the polytunnel. Those of you who have been following us over the past couple of weeks will know that we've been busy rearranging everything in this polytunnel. The reason being is because obviously we've bought a lot of plants that we've been overwintering inside the house that weren't cold hardy back into the polytunnel, so the polytunnel is completely full, but it actually looks a lot better, a lot more space. As you can see, we have a lot of plants out here in the yard. That's mainly the tall trichocereus types and some of the other ones as well, but can take a lot of rain during the spring and summer, and also a bit of fresh air. So we've got these out here enjoying the fresh air. They're doing very well so far. And also a few plants just on the floor that we're repotting at the moment into hanging baskets and the next size up. So it's a little bit all over the place on here. But just show you before I go into the polytunnel, the plants we've got in the yard here. We've got some agaves, echinopsis, and a few loads of things we are growing from seed here. We've got a selection of different oaks that we're growing from different parts of the world. Some little maple seedlings that our friend Shane Walsh gave us. So thank you, Shane. They're doing very, very well. And some little prunus seedlings as well. And here we have a few more things we grow. We've got the monkey puzzle trees that some of you will know we've had a long time, that I grew from seed probably about 3 years ago now. I'm going to be potting them on this week. And our little apple tree here, and the carnivores that are doing very well here. Going to be probably going through these as well and repotting a few different things. So the epiphyllums there in lovely bud, and the big Slumbergia truncata, I'm going to be repotting him later, so stay tuned for a video when I repot him. Probably going to be putting him into a hanging basket. I've got a few more things here. This is all a bit of a jumble at the moment. It's like the outdoor sedums all on the wall, but we're going to be going through them and repotting some of them also. Our Ipsalis here as well. And these are all outside, so we've got a few of the hanging basket hooks up where we're going to be hanging a lot more plants. Anyway, that's the outside section. I'll just show you the good news here, guys, with this is the big Trichocereus pachynoid times Scopolycola, and it has got a lovely big flower bud on it there, look. And those of you who have been following me for a while will know that this has the most incredible flowers on it. And guys, if you haven't seen that video of about 3 years ago when this had the most magnificent blooms, 4 massive flowers, links up above to that video. You have to watch it because it is just breathtaking and the smell is gorgeous. And this particular cactus here is possibly, I would say, nearly 6 foot high. It's massive now. To see lovely big flower buds is very exciting to see there. It seems to love the fresh air. You can't beat it really. And as I can say, another beautiful day here in Ireland today, so we're not complaining. The weather's been fantastic the past while. Now I'm going to start off here in the polytunnel. We have Hansi's beautiful Bucania plant here. We've got him out from the house. He's doing very well. Few of the this is the Camacereus peanut cactus. That was my very, very first plant I ever had. And those of you who've watched my videos will know I had to do an emergency operation on this to save it from mealybug. And I'm pleased to say it's made an amazing recovery, and it's got lots of flower buds on it. So that's going to be flowering in the next few weeks. Very, very happy to see that. This is another one again, which is the longer stemmed variety. They haven't had nowhere near as long as this one, and that's also got some flower buds coming on it too, which is a good sign. Here as well, you can see there's a little tiny flower bud there, and they are just very, very tiny, so not that good to get the macro on at the moment, but it's going to be flowering. Now we've got a mixture of our Camacereus hybrids and Camolobivia hybrids and Raybutias. They're sort of all similar type in how they grow and their care requirements. And a little Lobivia seedling here. And this is our little Raybutia, Helios albiflora, that our wonderful friend Shane Walsh also gifted to us. He's been very, very generous to us over the years. And if you're not familiar with Shane, links up above to Shane Walsh's incredible channel. He has some incredible cacti and succulents, guys, and a beautiful greenhouse packed with beautiful plants. So do go over to subscribe to him. He's very knowledgeable too. Professional horticulturist too. So do go over. And look at this, all in beautiful, beautiful bud, guys, packed of flowers. So that is the most incredible flowers when these flowers. I'm very excited. It's never had so many buds like this, so this is remarkable. And all of these are all in bud at the moment. Loads of buds on here. As I say, these are the Camacereus hybrids here. Lovely buds on there, lovely buds on here. This is the Camacereus Lincoln Inspiration. Here's another little bud around the corner there. These, no signs of buds yet on this one. There's buds on this one here as well. 1, 2, 3. And this here is a Opuntia. This has been flowering, but there's more buds coming again. Little buds on here, Opuntia fulvicita. But that's more also buds. Buds on this one as well. So it's packed, packed, packed. Very exciting to see. So it's very good. And up here we've got some more Camacereus hybrids. Camolobivius. Again, tons of buds. Camacereus Harry Carmack. That's got loads of buds on it. Buds on there. Buds and buds. So this is going to be, possibly this time next month, is going to be an amazing flower display. Very happy to see. And this is the little Opuntia albipilos that I repotted the other days. You know, it's lovely like a soft teddy bear. And now we go on to the aloes over here. This is Hansi's big aloe vera, very good in the corner there. And as a lot of the aloes have been in flower, and I have made a few videos, and I'll just show you what we've got down here. We've got some of the echinopsises. Here we have a Dracaena variegata that we've bought in here from the house. And some more echinopsis, some more euphorbia, excuse me here, got the euphorbias here. These are all sort of grouped together. We've got some of the crassula jade plants here, 3 different varieties. And then we have all the aloes and the gasterias and the haworthias and the similar ones all grouped together. And they are all in, a lot of them in flower at the moment. This beautiful one here. This one is an aloe. I'll just check the name on this because it's one of our new ones. Aloe arista. And that is beautiful. Let me just check that is the right name. Aloe. Yeah, arista. Beautiful there. Look at the lovely markings on the leaves. This is one we got recently from our Cactus Society. All the other aloes here too, and look at this bulbine, isn't it gorgeous? I have made a video already on this, and it's just been flowering for a long time. It's just incredible, guys. Very, very, very happy to see this. More aloes here, another aloe, beautiful aloe in flower here too. This is one with a lovely sort of tubercles on it. It's almost like a haworthia sort of aloe Gasteria type of all hybrids. There are many hybrids around at the moment. This one here is a Gasteria variegata, and look at that beautiful flower. Look at that, guys. It goes on and on and on. Incredible flower spike. Beautiful, beautiful colours as well. Look, with the lovely peach and the green too. Beautiful. And the fact it's variegated makes it a beautiful, beautiful Gasteria in itself. It's just beautiful. Here we have Haworthia truncata, some more Haworthias. Some of the little Gasterias are grew from seed there underneath. We have here another lovely big Gasteria, desperate to be repotted, but I can't repot him until after he's stopped flowering. Lovely big flower spike there, so that's really remarkable. And another one of our Gasterias here, also in flower spike too. And what's amazing, this plant I've had for a very long time. But this Gasteria nearly always flowers late autumn, fall for me, usually sort of in the late September time. But it's flowering in the spring, which is good to see, along with all the other ones, which is great news. So as you can see, a lot in flower there. And then we have the hanging baskets. And this is our little monkey's tail cactus, Clyster cactus Collodimonsis, a little succulent growing in the top. I'm going to be repotting him because he needs to be repotted over the next few weeks. It's a beauty, nice soft one as well, lovely big white long hairs over time. This is some of our Ripsalis is here. And these I'm going to be also repotting. They're in a hanging basket at the moment, but they're actually placed in pots into the hanging basket rather than directly in a hanging basket. They do need to be repotted, so I'm going to be potting them up. I've got some extra liners, these liners here, that I'm going to be putting in and then potting them directly into the hanging baskets using a sort of well-drained soil for them as well. Some other little Ripsalis here, a few different types. They've been flowering but sort of come out of flower now. Right then, so now more. We have some more Ripsalis here as well that has been in flowers. See loads of flower buds again on this one, which is very good to see also. Again, I'm going to be potting these directly. This is a lot of the epiphyllums, Cactus, a mixture of everything in here. As you can see, the pots are just placed into the hanging baskets. I'm going to be taking out the pots and planting a lot of them directly into the hanging baskets, keeping all the epiphyllums together and the Ripsalis together, and making sure it's all kept in the right order. Obviously, I have to wait till they've stopped flowering, which look at that lovely big bud. Isn't that gorgeous, guys? I love epiphyllums. That's going to be incredible when that's in flower. Here we have a Kalanchoe Wendy that's been flowering for quite a while. I made a video already on this. Absolutely stunning, beautiful. And then back onto the table again. More aloes at the back there. Now we have a mixture here of agaves at the back. What I tried to do, guys, me and Hansi tried to group plants sort of similar to the genus types, or ones that look a little bit similar as well, because it looks just aesthetically pleasing. And those of you know who'd followed the vlog when we were doing the Polytunnel, it took us probably a couple of weeks all in all to get it all arranged. We're very happy. Excuse the lawn cutter, guys. We've got this in here because we're using it a little bit of storage as well in here. The Polytunnel is great. And yep, so we've got the agaves here, a few different ones, variegated as well. And we have beautiful echeveria there. Again, more flowers. We have the echeveria here flowering away, which is wonderful to see. Another haworthia in flower spike there. And then we have some graptosedums. Sedivarias, Graptopetalums, and Echivarias, all different types here in beautiful bud and flower at the moment. This is a Kalanchoe Pamela, and I have made a video already on this, but it's looking even better now. It's got more flowers, beautiful colour flowers, as you can see here, like a lovely lilac-y pink, really beautiful. And the leaves are a lovely white sort of scalloped edging to them. They are so beautiful. And lots happening here. So this is great news, guys. Everything's really taking shape. Some here we have the adeniums here as well. Adenium. So that's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. A few different types of all different aeniums. Sorry, aeniums here, I should say. A few different types here. We have like a variegated form there. We have the purple one, and then we have the lovely purple Schwarzkopf one. So aeniums are quite remarkable plants, actually. They always look like they're in flower because the leaf arrangements are like a big flower in themselves. They're beautiful. Then we have a few of the crassulas here. A few different varieties here. Crassula, the little tiny little miniature Portulacaria afra, which is like the miniature form of the jade. Here we have a variegated form there. Then we have the Kalanchoe tomentosa, which has the lovely furry leaves with the lovely little dark edging on the top. We have the big mother plant at the back there, and this is a cutting from that one. And then we have a mixture again of a few different types of succulents, all a mixture of a few different types of everything here. Some sedums, and this is sort of like a nickname, the elkyhorn plant here. A few different forms. And this one, guys, I have made a video on this beauty already. This is the beautiful, beautiful sedum that Karina gifted me from Fifi here on YouTube. And look at that now. It's even more flowers than it was the other day. It's beautiful, guys. Look at that. It's just the most beautiful little sedum ever. It's gorgeous. And here then we have another aenium here. This one is a variegated form, lovely big leaf rosette arrangement. Here we have another crassula, the variegated one, with the, I've forgotten the name of this now. It's like a rosea one, a variegated one, where especially in the bright sun it comes really red, which it is now. It's lovely. And here's some more jades, some more crassulas, some more of this one is a senecio here, and a few different other forms of succulents. Now we have here, we have mainly a lot of the epiphytes here. And we have got, start off with our Piniocereus gregii seedlings. These are doing very well. They're only tiny at the moment, but they seem to be doing well. We have a few more Piniocereuses as well that we have also got here, and some Seleniceriuses and Hylocereus. So these are all sort of similar in their care requirements, since they like a bit more humidity and to be kept a little bit more moist than a lot of the cacti. These we normally overwinter inside of the house because they're like a minimum of 10 degrees Celsius, which is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. So we've bought a lot of these back out into the polytunnel from the grow rooms upstairs, and they're doing very well. They seem to be loving the bright sunshine, and as I say, because the polytunnel is slightly, it's got the green covering on, it's not really bright intense sun, but it gets plenty of sun, and the plants seem to be doing okay, because I was a bit concerned about not being the completely clear type of glass or the polytunnels, but they seem to be reacting very well anyway. There's lots coming into flower and doing well, and it does protect against from intense sun, which I don't think we really have to worry about here in Ireland as such. Now, this is a mixture of a few different things here. I'll just show you some of the epiphytes that we got here. Little dragon fruit seedlings, some more epiphyllums. These are the smaller ones that we've got on the tray, but they're going to be being potted up into the hanging baskets when they get a little bit bigger. So a mixture of everything really, Selenicerius, as I said. Now at the back wall here, we have these incredible daturas that Honzi grew from seed. And these amazing plants, the seeds that were gifted to us from our beautiful friend Olga, from Olga's Dreamland. And guys, I'm sure you are familiar with Olga, but if you're not, links up above to Olga's beautiful channel. She has some incredible cacti and succulents and other plants as well on there, and an incredible channel. And she's a very dear friend of ours who lives in Greece, so she's very lucky to be blessed with that sunshine. And she gifted us these datura seeds, and as you can see, Olga, they are growing remarkable. They are gorgeous, and we're happy to say we actually have this one here is coming into flower bud. And those of you who are not familiar with daturas, they're a bit like Brugmansias, and if you're not familiar with Brugmansias, they're huge big trumpet like flowers. They're breathtaking, so to see this in bud is very exciting, I have to say. Okay, it's not a cactus or succulent, but we do have other plants in the polytunnel as well. And now onto the back wall here. We've got a selection of a few different little seeds, cactus seeds that we are growing here. Young seedlings that are probably for anything from a few months to a couple of years old. All a selection of everything here. They're doing very well here. And then at the back we have the Kalanchoe, mother of thousands. 3 different varieties at the back. And what I'm going to be doing, which is why I've got these sticks here, is later on, probably in the next couple of days or so, I'm going to be repotting these up and putting them into bigger pots, and maybe grouping some of them together as they're desperate to be repotted. And mother of thousands plants do grow a little bit lanky, as you can see here, so they do need to be, as this one is here, staked and tied up to support them, as I've done with this one and that one. So I'm going to be doing that probably the next few days. So that's pretty much it. There's the Blossfeldiana still flowering. They've been flowering for months, guys. Now here we've got the Opuntias. We have grouped all of our Opuntia collection together, and we have a huge collection of Opuntias. Mainly a lot of these are very cold hardy, so they're sort of kept out in the polytunnel during the winter. But we had some that weren't as cold hardy that we had to overwinter indoors. We've bought pretty much all of these outside now, and there's nothing coming up in flower as such. Obviously Opuntias aren't the easiest to get to flower in cultivation, but there is lots of new growth on a lot of them, which is really good to see, as you can see there. Yay! And I'll just take you around here and just show you what we've got. Loads of new growth, as in new little bud, new little as I say, can't really call them leaves as such, shoots coming up. Look at that, so lovely one, guys. This is a Qualbinia Zetneri, very unusual with all the leaf arrangements. As you can see, there are lots of new growth coming up and new growth on there, so there's lots happening, which is really good to see. These are the Opuntia humifusers we grew from seed. They're adorable, and yep, loads of new little stems forming on here. And as I say, whenever one drops off, they drop off quite easy. We normally just let it callus over and stick it in soil, and they root very well. And look at that, guys. So that's pretty much there. Now, just going to show you back up here, back up to the, because I've skipped over this, the Ripsalis here, Ripsalidopsis, commonly known as the Easter cacti, packed here with loads of white flowering buds. So that is very exciting. It's going to have the most beautiful, remarkable white flowers. And here's some Ripsalidopsis as well, and then some Schlumberger truncatus, a mixture of everything. There's some Ripsalis here, another Ripsalis, as here, more Ripsalis there, possibly could be seed pods, very possible. And again, these are all going to be potted up into hanging baskets properly as they're just rested in their pots. Now, this is the good news, guys. Our epiphyllums, we have some wonderful buds here. Lovely big bud coming up on that one there. This one, we have our German Empress, the pink flower just starting to open there as well. We only have the one flower that I can see on that, but it's still good to see. And then we have another one of the epiphyllums at the back, two big flower buds, and gorgeous to see here. Loads. And there's nothing really happening with this one here, which is a little bit disappointing, because the Pegasus is the one that has the most remarkable of flowers, and it formed a flower bud, but it fell off the other day. So I was disappointed. But then again, as long as the plant is healthy, it's more important than flowers at the end of the day. And we have another Ripsalidopsis here in beautiful purple flower coming up, which is so gorgeous to see. And to show you the big flower bud here, this is the Chi Castanengo. That one, which is going to be very exciting. Again, this was a cut-in that Shane Walsh gifted to us, and it's going to be wonderful to see the most remarkable flower on that. So wonderful. And then we have here, these again aren't a cacti or succulent. These are tomato plants that Hansi has grown from seed, and they're going to grow very fast. As you know, we have these on the tray here in the polytunnel. And then we have Hansi's big Perodia, Leningauzii. Some of you may know that mine sadly went to the rot. It died the other day, which I included in one of the vlogs. But Hansi still has his wonderful one here, and it's very healthy, full of pups, going strong. And here we are growing some medieval date palm seeds, so that'd be good to see how they go. More cacti here as well. This one here is now this big fella is one that Hans grew from seed 44 years ago, and it's about 8 feet high and nearly touching the roof. And he's actually had to cut it back when he's moved house, when he lived in Sweden many times. So this would probably be about the size of a house if it hadn't been cut back. So it is remarkable that he grew this from seed when you think of it as well. Wow. And here we're onto the table. I'm sorry if this is going to be a very long video, guys. It's just something that cannot be done short. As I say, this is going to be this is the Polytunnel collection, and then I'm going to be doing the indoor house plant collection, which should not be as long. Hopefully that video should be on at the same time as this one, so check that out if you haven't. And here we have got a selection on here, mostly Echinopsis, as you can see here. Beautiful flower buds. This is one of Hansi's Echinopsis plants. He's had a long time. Flower buds on there, so very exciting. Flower buds on there as well. And flower buds here. And flower buds here as well. As you can see, nice furry flower buds. Wonderful news. And possibly a flower bud forming as well on the Astrophytum nudum there. And another one on the little Echinopsis. This is looking a little bit yellow, so that's desperate to be repotted. I think he needs some nutrients there, but I'll repot him after he's flowering, because if you repot plants when they are in bud, they can drop the buds. So always best to wait until after they've flowered. Also, sometimes when they're a little bit restricted in their root, the roots are a bit restricted, it can encourage them to flower also. I always think it's safer to underpot rather than overpot. Looks like there's a bit of a flower bud forming on there. As you can see, a tiny little bit of pinkness coming out on there possibly, which is great to see everything now coming up into bud. And so not much there coming up into bud. There's Astrophytum, possibly a big, that is a flower bud coming on that one at the top there, so that's brilliant news as well. And some more little seedlings we have got there. These are mainly now, we have some, this is Hansi's beautiful Clyster cactus hybrid that he he has got when he lived in Sweden. It's has the most beautiful flowers on it as well. And here we have the Parodia magnificus. And what is quite magnificent about these is the beautiful, how they grow. I mean, they're a beautiful cactus in itself when they're not even in flower. Beautiful arrangement of how they grow with all the spinations and everything like that. One of the softer types of cacti too. Beautiful there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. So they usually flower in the sort of late summer. So that's going to be exciting to see. And here's the old dead flower head as well on this one from the last year. We sort of left it on in case it's going to be forming seed. And look, this is another one of Hans's Echinopsis', 2 wonderful flower buds again on there. So it's going to be an amazing flower display on these. These loads of new growth as well coming up on here. I'm not sure if these are flowers, but I think they very much possibly could be, by the way. Here looks like there's little flowers coming up on here too. I thought that with these two, but they actually form a little pups. So they could be pups or they could be flowers. I'm not sure, but it's going to be exciting anyway to see so much growth. Here we have a mixture of Ferro-cacti of many different varieties and types here, all grouped together. And then we have some of the Echinocerius types as well. Here, as you can see, this one here, lovely big flower bud. First time flowering for us. So that's going to be exciting. Must make sure that I move that so it doesn't get pierced with the spines. Very good news here. And there is also 3 wonderful flower buds on this one too. This is our Echinofossilius cactus, commonly nicknamed the brain cactus because of its lovely wavy appearance. And this has the most beautiful purple flowers on it, so it's wonderful to see that flower. This one here is the Parodia, also the Chrysocanthium rubra orange flame, and wonderful to see that flowering as well. I did do a video the other day of that, and it's lovely, still in flower. And here we have some flower buds on our Notocactus roseletus. So that is very exciting news. Well, a big ring of flower buds on there. And even an Ocotillo at the back. And all doing very good. And again, that's wonderful. I've just spotted this now. It's another Telocactus, and it has little flower buds on it also. So this is very good news, guys. And as I say here, this one too. This is another Echinocactus. I'm not quite sure of the type. Let me just check here what I've wrote down on that. Echinocerius redchembachii. And this one here is packed with flower buds. Amazing, look at that. So wonderful. It's going to be an amazing flower display. Now guys, look at this. This is our Echinocerius here, and this one has the most incredible big pink huge trumpet like flowers on it. It's Echinocerius gentrii, and we have 2 different types. This one is Hansi's, this one's mine. Hansi has the more Echinocerius gentrii cucumis, obviously because it resembles a bit more like a cucumber, and the spines are a beautiful tight little arrangement there. And this one is the more commonly seen one that has the less spines on it, much smaller, in fact practically almost spineless. And this one, see the difference, the tiny little spine arrangements on this, very pretty and sort of tight arrangement. And this one is practically spineless, but they are the similar type, just 2 different types of Echinocerius gentrii. And as I say, this is packed with flower buds, packed. So that's going to make the most amazing flower display because the flowers on these are like huge big trumpets. Another one there, look, amazing. So good news there. And then we have a mixture of Mammillarias. As I say, we've sort of grouped as much as we can together. And there's flower buds coming up on this Mammillaria here. There is flower buds here on the Mammillaria here as well, the red-headed Irishman. And this has been flowering. This is the Mammillaria, one that our wonderful friend Frank gave us. This has had all pink flowers on it, and it's may come into bud again, but it's been flowering on and off, which is really good news. And then we have here some mixture. We have a mellow cactus here, Forminocephalium. Beautiful flower buds on here as well. This is one of our Gymnocalciums. Wonderful to see. As I say, it's a lovely ring of flowers going all the way around there, so that's going to be remarkable. This is our Testudinaria elephantypes, and this sort of grows usually from late fall And here we've cut it back because it grows into a vine and the vine dies back, and then it rests during the spring and summer where normally most of the other plants grow. It's one of the South African species, and sort of prefers to grow during the winter. So it's one of them ones that cuts back, the vine dies back, and then it rests and then reshoots again. Here we have the Stapelia variegata seedlings here that we grew from seed, doing very well. Again, these seeds were gifted to us by Olga from Olga's Dreamland. And here we have some Huneas here, and Stapelias and Hoodeas. Here, a mixture of a few. No flower buds on them yet, but these usually flower sort of late summer anyway. This one we have here, Idria columinaris, loads of new little leaf buds on there, new little shoots coming as well. So all good news here. Now, we have here on this side a selection of mainly our Lophophoras and also our Perescias and Peresciopsis. These are our Peresciopsis. We have a few of them here, commonly used for, they are commonly used by people for grafting plants, but we don't graft our plants. We just sort of like to grow these because I think they're quite unusual because they are actually a cactus and they have the leaves which I think are wacky. These are Perescia as Godsephianas, which has the lovely peachy coloured, goldy coloured leaves. Again, this is quite hard to believe this is actually a cactus, guys, but it is 100% a cactus, and the reason being is it has areoles instead of just spines coming out or thorns, and that's the difference between a cactus and just a succulent. So it is 100% cactus, but you'd never think so by looking at it. And here we are, another Perescia, different types. We have 3 different varieties here. Again, a selection of Lophophoras, some we grew from seed, some that we have bought over the years. Here, this is the Ulbomania. That's actually wrong, that's not Lophophora. I don't know why that's in there. That should be in there. This is Ulbomania that we are growing here. These are all little Lophophoras, all different types, a few different types. And then we have Honzi's mellow cactus in lovely flower buds. So that's very good news indeed. And here also my mellow cactus, my Matucana, Matucana with a flower bud there. And I have my Matucana there, just starting to form a couple of little flower buds there, which is wonderful news. We have the mellow cactus here, the lovely cephalium forming on it. And as I say, the Matucanas and the Frithia pulchra, some lithops too, starting to shred their skins, and a little tiny Turbinicarpus here. And that's all pretty good. We've had this lovely little Lophophora here in flower, which has been wonderful to see, and it should open up its flower today. And then a mixture of a few different things on the stand here. There's a few things Honzi's growing here. We have a little clerodendrum. This is a lovely coleus. Isn't that gorgeous? And this one here is a string of pearls too. And this is another Ripsalidopsis full of flower buds. And I'm going to be potting that up into another pot, possibly a hanging basket once it has stopped flowering. That's looking amazing. And this is a beautiful, beautiful clerodendrum. Also one of Honzi's there. He's beautiful plant. He's been in the most amazing of flower now. We repotted him the other day, but he's doing very well. And then I'm just going to show you, I think that's pretty much it. I just want to make sure I haven't missed any out here. We have our dragon fruit here. One of the dragon fruits hanging up. Again, a mixture of Ripsalis and Schlumberger and everything else. Here we have a lovely juicy seed pod on the Schlumberger Orange Brazil, so that's going to be harvested for seed in the next couple of days. That's very good news. Here another Ripsalis here too, all growing well. And here a mixture of Sedum Morganianum. Again, these, as you can see, that one's empty in the middle of repotting everything. So here more epiphyllums too, and we also have some of the Graptopetalums, all in amazing flower bud. So it is all happening, guys. Very good news. That's pretty much it with the Polytunnel. As you can see, it's been a relief for us to get everything organised and all put away nice and tidy, and to be able to walk in here and have sorted out all the pots, all nice and neat. Been very busy in here, but it's been great. And that's the end of May cacti and succulent plant polytunnel collection update, guys. And as I say, the indoor house plant and cacti and succulent update will already be on. Probably would have put this on just before this video, put them on the same time, so please do watch that. And thanks so much for your support, your amazing comments, and all your support you give to both me and Hans and our channel. We cannot thank you enough, guys, so thanks so much. And sending you loads of love, heaps of happiness, and tons of plant power, as always, from Ireland. And until the next video, guys, bye.